Hey, can you see me? Is it marked for public? I hope so. I hope so. All right, what are we doing here? Uh, I can't see the chat. Don't see the chat. All right, where is the chat here? Well, I don't know what happens to the chat. Okay. Um, is it marked for public? I hope. And I don't see any chat stuff. That's my problem. Oh crap. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. Is it marked for public? Do you know? Because I can't see where I can't see. Okay, I got it. I got it. Never mind. Silly me. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to put you up in the cradle. Okay. Let's get that in there. Been a while since I did this. Low excess. Low excess. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Give me 1 second here. See where I am. There it is. Okay. Now I gotcha. Now I can see the chat. All right. Yay. I just wanted to be able to see the chat on my laptop. I just wanted to turn this off. There. Okay, can you hear me? I'm turning you way up. Been a while. Welcome, friends. And my mouth is dry. Hold on. mm. Let me get one of my lozenges here. I hate that dry mouth. How is everybody? So good to see you all. I know it's been a while, except for when Julie E. and I did our crazy ninja swiping and everything. Okay, let's see who we've got. Oh, we got lots. We got Joella, we got Christine, we got Mary, we got Janice, Bettina, Gail Duke, Janet, Jeff B. And hi, Paul. I'm going to work real hard at trying to see who all is here, but please bear with me because Angie is my moderator and she will keep up with everything. Okay, Donna, you go with those dinner and dishes. Hi, Janet. All right. I don't know if I missed anybody yet. Oh, Shelly. Hi, Shelly. Yeah, Angie, I'm going to try to keep up too. A little tricky. So, as you all saw on the title, I'm going to do something different today. And probably for the next few lives, I'm doing a series where I'm only going to use 3 colors. One will probably be a metallic, and the colors are going to vary, but I did one to practice yesterday, and I really like it. All right, I want to bring this down a little bit. It's just a little bit. Oops, there goes my head. Let's see here. Just a little adjustments here. Okay, there he is. And I want to show you what happened yesterday when I used 3 colors. I used a Caribbean blue. I used a metallic turquoise. I forgot to turn off my notifications. Sorry about that. Duh. And I used 14 karat gold. No, that was not right. I used copper. Okay, so hi Christine. So here's what happened, and I really like it. It's very shimmery, and it was just the 3 colors, and it was a dirty cup. I did 3 rounds, and I layered the colors differently in 3 of these. These are silicone cups. I'm trying to use silicone as much as possible, so I don't have to wash out all the plastic. But anyway, let me give you a little close-up here. You can see how shiny it is, and I was really excited. I used a little too much paint, so I had a lot left over, but that's okay because I can use it, for a base or whatever. But you can turn it, however way you want. Don't want to make you dizzy, but and it's all taped on the back, so the back is clean. I haven't taken the tape off yet, and it's just a regular canvas because I was practicing. So what do you think? I think it came out really well. Let's see who else we got here. Hi, Linda. All right. Yeah, so that kind of gives you an idea, and the 3 colors really did stand out pretty nicely. So let me just set that over here. I'm going to continue to use the 11 by 14 canvases because I kind of want them all the same size. Let's see who else. And the other thing about it, I'm using Ready Pour paints. That one was done with the Pouring Masters. And I'd had the paints for quite a while, but they're already pre-poured, pre-mixed, and I thought it would be fun to just do these with pre-mixed paints, at least for the first several, just to see, maybe it would make it easier for people if they got the pre-mixed paints. Those are the first paints I started with, started playing with a couple years ago, and I forgot, and I realized this last week. I've been on YouTube 1 year. I don't have that many videos, but that's okay. So I've been on 1 year as of, well, it was the end of October, first part of November, and the first ones I did, of course, are on my channel, and it was a marble pour, and I did 2 pieces, and so you can go back and look at those if you want. So those are my very first YouTube videos, and I was nervous, but anyway, I still am a little bit, but Um, so here we are. Today, I'm going to use, I haven't decided, okay, so maybe you can help me decide. I can still use the Pouring Masters in the, um, well, it's kind of a bronze and chocolate chip brown, okay? And then, oh, thanks, Angie. The other one, because I wanted it to be kind of fall colors, is Romance Novel Red. And then the third color is Carrot Cake. Now, the other choice I have, which I'm kind of leaning toward, are the Arteza pouring paints. Now, the Pouring Masters are definitely less expensive, and the choice is very, very wide and varied, and you can get them in the really big bottles or the small bottles. And when you get them, you have choices of getting like 12 in a box, 24 in a box, 36 in a box, I think. But they really have held up well, especially considering the first summer here with the paints was so hot. We were traveling and it got up to over 100 degrees, and I was so worried about the paints in the studio, but they held up beautifully. So that was a blessing. The other paints that I'm considering, and maybe I'll use today, are the Arteza. And they have pouring paints that are, oh my God, vast. Metallics, pearls, just about everything that you can get in the regular Arteza colors. But in the pouring paints, they're slightly thicker. Now, the ones I used on the experiment were thinner paints, but they flowed beautifully, and they mixed well. So once I started tilting, there wasn't a lot of paint on the canvas, so it really made it very smooth. I did use the torch for any bubbles, but I hardly had to use it at all. So that was great. Now, the other colors I was considering, which I know I told you I'd give you a choice, but I think I might do this. This is bronze. They're kind of frosted bottles, so it's a little hard to tell, but you know what bronze is like. And then this one is a metallic wine red. Really pretty. Definitely looks different than in the bottle. And then what's called shady orange. And it has kind of a shimmer to it in the sense that there's some other colors that kind of seep through. Let's see what we got. Lurking. Okay, Julie. You go ahead and lurk, my love. So I think I am going to go with the Arteza just for something different. Now, the other thing, I could go ahead and do the same kind of pour that I did on that, or I haven't been real successful with strainer pours. No, not strainer pours, funnel pours. But I had this gizmo where you put the paints in here, and then you lift this up slowly or fast, however you want, to let the paints out. And I would just sort of bob it in the middle, and maybe in a couple places to let the paints out. And I could also layer them, which I think I will do. I'm going to go ahead and layer differently in each one. So I will watch you. You're not doing the colors we talked about. Angie, actually, they're just named different. They're almost identical to the ones in the Pouring Masters. They're just about identical, but they're the Arteza. And I kind of wanted to see what They're a little creamier, so I thought maybe I'd use these just to see a difference, but actually the colors are almost identical. So I went with your what we talked about, and I do appreciate that, giving me the ideas. So I picked the ones in the Arteza that are just about identical. I did some playing on my mat to see how close they were, and they really are. Excuse me. So I'm just going to turn the fan up a little bit. It's a little warm in here. That's reading 74, but it's still a little warm. Just give me a second, okay? I'll be right back. Let me know if that sound is annoying, because I can turn it down a notch. Ooh, I can feel it already. So just let me know. All right. Yeah, live chat reminder, folks. All right. If you can hear me okay, then we're good, and I will stay cool. It's always good to be cool, right? All right. So today I definitely have my sparkle on. It's been a while. A lot of different glitches, but I'm starting to feel like myself, so I'm glad y'all could join me for this. Okay. Well, and all I'm going to do is pour straight from these, and then we'll see what happens, okay? Now, y'all doing okay with hearing me? Just give me a, let's see. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, I'm thankful my sparkle's back too. Went a little overboard with the sparkle, but hey. Okay. Okay, you can hear me. Yay. Alrighty, so get the tops off these, because I'm going to pour them right from, and then I'll adjust the camera right down to where I'm going here. We've got a little bubble there. Okay, we got that one. I just got to remember not to overdo it like I did yesterday. I was a mess. Okay. Let's do this. Crunchberry. Hi, darling. Put me gloves on. Man, my nails were so bad. They were so blue underneath. I actually had to cut them off today. I couldn't get the blue out. I think it was the metallic I had a problem with. All right. Carla. Hi, Carla. Great to see you here. Thank you. Okay. All right, so let me get this down here. Make sure you can see the canvas. Now what I did, I took some of that shady orange and I painted around the outside and on the sides. It has a little bit of, it's not totally opaque. It's not 100% opaque. So it was a little streaky. So I thought, well, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add try some of the metallic wine red and paint over it. Just to give it, I didn't want the white showing through, so I did the sides. And you know what? It's okay if you're messy with that, because all you're doing really is just putting kind of a foundation down so that if you don't want white, when the colors, spread, if they don't spread totally solid, you have another color. Okay, let me see. So excited tomorrow afternoon. I'm finally getting the last stage of the dental implant done. Yay, Janet! Good for you, darling. Oh, hi, Green Runner. Good to see you. Okay, so that's what I did, and I've taped the back. So I'm going to layer these differently, and I hope you can see. I'll try to do this so you can see how I'm doing it. So in this one, I'm going to start with a little bit of the wine red. Do that shady orange over here. Oh, come here, you little goober. Right off the lip of the can, the bottle. Oh, that was nasty. Okay, let's try this. All right, we're going to do some shady orange in here. Seemed a little thicker. I'm going to do some metallic over here. That's the bronze. And I think we'll do another shady orange here. Or I mean another of the wine red. Now I'm going to put some wine red over the shady orange. I'm just, you know, kind of dirty cupping it. Put some of the orange in here. Ooh, that looked a little lumpy. Ooh. Yeah, put some over here. Put some metallic. I'm going to use a little metallic in that one. Now this thingamajig doesn't, it fits fairly tight, but there is some space, so it is kind of, you know, getting in here a little bit into the other colors, but that's okay. I just want to, ooh, that's a huge boogar in there. All right, I may have to resort to these other paints. That was pretty nasty. Let's do some more of this. Kind of haphazard. Let me see if I can shake that thick blob out of there. Come on, baby. Ooh, I don't know. My whole idea for using these paints is to use them up. Because I've had them, oh, I can feel that blob when I shake it. Now, if I don't have enough paint in here, then I can use the Pouring Masters because it, like I said, they're about the exact same color, okay? And I am a little concerned about this blob, but let's just see what happens. Okay, come on, you can do it. Don't blob on me. Ooh, that's bad. That's a bad one. All right, let's see here. A little bit of this. Trying not to duplicate, but it's hard with three colors. With only three colors, because, excuse me, we may have to use some of that other. All right, well, it's still the orange, so I'm going to call it the same color, but I've run out of that other one because it's just too blobby. And these really are very close to the same. They're different brands, but let's see what happens. They're just a little thinner. Don't want to use more of the bronze because that's a lot of bronze metallic and it can take over. Guess we're running out of this one too. Well, that's all right. At least I'm using these up, right? Okay. All right. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. All right. Let's do just a little more of the bronze. Oops. A little more than a lot. Looks like I'm almost doing the same in each one. Oh well. Make a liar out of me. Okay, we'll take a little more of this orange. This one is the carrot cake. However, like I said, the only difference between this one and the other, and the Arteza, the color is pretty much the same, is almost identical, except that it doesn't have that little bit of shimmer. Well, you know what? I think we're going to see where we're at with this. Maybe we'll have enough. Grab this a minute. The suspense is killing me. Let me see what everyone has said. Not on the color wheel. Yeah, right. Use white or black. Does that count as colors? Well, I count it as colors. And I'm trying not to use white in this one. And the black, since the bronze is dark, I really don't want the black. I'm trying to stick with just 3. A lot of people will say, no, it's not a color. Well, if you're going to use it as a base coat, you can count it as not a color. That's what I have been told. Mom said to tell you hi. She loves the clock. Aw, thanks, Joella. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Oh, hi, Tam. Good to see you, hon. Thanks for your great comments. Okay, do I have this in the middle? Well, it's now or never, folks. Okay, I'm going to take a little sip of my vino. All right, that was 2 sips. I'll just be honest. Okay, here we go. I've got it pretty well centered, so I'm going to start lifting this little gizmo and let a little out. Ooh, that was fun. Ooh, they seem a little thick. Oh, they do seem a little thick. Ooh. Like I said, I haven't used this before. Kind of interesting. Let's just say it takes a little coordination. I think I'm going to have plenty of paint. Now let's just turn that for kicks and that could have been interesting if I had turned it. Oh my god. Okay. Make sure I got it all out. I think I did. So that's what that looks like in there. Kind of fun, actually. Oh god, I hope it doesn't come out like mud. Alright, so we're going to put this over here. See what we've got. Just want to bring some of this down, and then I'm gonna go ahead and torch some bubbles here after I spread some of this out. The only thing about bronze that I'm not super crazy about are the, sometimes they can look kind of green. Oops. Okay, we're going to let that sit for a second. I got to fill this up. Sorry about that. All right, let's give it some juice here. All right. Hopefully that'll do it. Hi, Cody. Thanks for being here. Okay. Ah, there we go. Okay. Get some of these bubbles out of here. Oh, it does look like fall colors. Okay. Let's tip it a little this way. Start going this way. Definitely think I have plenty of paint. Get it back to the middle here. Thanks, Julie. I think they are kind of pretty autumn colors, and even though that bronze looks a little green, that's okay, you know, because it's kind of in there with the fall. But its paints are definitely a little bit thicker. I know you're supposed to go slow and deliberate, right? Stretch it a little to that corner, just so I can get some white covered up. I need to put those paints out of my way here and just kind of get that corner covered a little bit. Boy, it is moving slow. They definitely are thicker than I thought. I should have probably added a little water. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. I might have to stand for this. No music today. Okay, let me just take a gander here. See what I'm looking at. I'm gonna get these paints out of my way. In case I go crazy. Just don't want to knock any of them over that are open. Okay, I'm going to torch this again because I definitely have some bubbles And they might even be boogars, which I'll have to check. The only thing that'll make the cells are the metallics. All right, so let's go this way a little bit. I don't think I'm going to have nearly as much left over in the drippings as I did. Let's get that down to that corner. It's definitely moving slowly. I wish I could hear you all chatting. Doesn't seem to want to cover that. I'd like to cover those. Well, okay, so I also put hooks on the back of the canvas so it would be easier to hold on to. Sometimes those push pins come out. Okay, gotta work this down, and it's gonna take a little patience, I think. I might have to take some of these drippings. Let's see here. Let's see if I can get some of these drippings off of here. Okay, there they are. Let's use one of these. I can also use one of those colors on the edge just to give it some flow extension, and I might have to do that. Let's just do that. Hold on. I'm gonna wipe my hands here. Oops. Did I do that? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, where did my wine go? I'm gonna put some of this on the edge, get it to flow a little bit better, and also over here. Okay, let's see how that goes. Just to get it to flow a little bit. All right, let's see where we go with this. Oh yeah, that's working better right there, for sure. See that? Oh, that's helping that along in the corner. And let's see if it'll help it along down on the side. So I don't really want that solid color there. Now, if I was recording this for a premiere, I would speed this up, but y'all can chat. Hi, Crazy Ann. Putting some of my wine in the painting, you know what? I did that. I spilled some red wine on a sunset piece I was doing. And you know, it actually, after I sopped up some of it, it was beautiful. It took a while to not be sticky, but it actually added to the paint, to the painting. Oh my God, it was so funny. I called it Cocktails at Sunset. Yeah, Shelly, I'm gonna boss this paint around. Actually, I think it's doing okay. That one corner. Oh, well, you know what? Instead, I put I put the color in my wine just now. Or on the lip. Oh, yeah, they. Guess I need a little more room for this. Okay, that's coming on that part. And then we're gonna try this other corner. I hope there's enough light for y'all there. Okay, let's turn this. And see how we're doing on this end. And while I can see this, I'm gonna put some of this down on my outside edge here. These colors are pretty. I actually like them a lot. Okay, we getting anywhere in that corner? It looks like we need some along this edge. All right, I think it's pretty with that in the corner, but I think it draws the attention too much. So I'm just going to take some of these drippings and just kind of put it on here. There. See what happens. All right. Let's get that moving. With that slow paint. Never would have figured it. Being that slow. How you doing, Crazy Ann, or Cran, like I like to call you? Okay. Still not happy with having so much different there. But I think might be okay. Let's see if I can move it a little this way. Oh, let's take a look here. Oh, I got a booger. Let me wipe this off. Not allowed. There you go. Okay, look at this sideways. Pretty. this. You gotta scrape your bottoms. Just saying. Because you don't want a messy bottom. Yeah, I put my finger in that one, didn't I? Alright. Well, it's definitely a different corner. I put just a little bit more there. Make sure. I like the sense of having it look a little more in line with these other ones without so much little fancy. I see, I still want to tilt some of that in the corner. I know I get a little bit still not crazy about that corner. But I think the experiment went well with the colors. Oh yeah, we got a lot of paint right there. Just don't want it to be bubble up or anything, so I'm just gonna be a little patient. And I'm gonna have time for our drawing. So I am gonna leave this. Tell me what you think. Was it successful? I do like the colors. And again, it's only three colors. Just wiping my bottom again. And then we'll set it over so we have room to do the drawing. Okay, so I'm going to look at the chat and see if everyone thinks it's done. Okay, gorgeous. Oh, wow. That's cool. Love it. Beautiful. Oh, thank you. It is under the lens, I think. I think the color is beautiful. Well, thank you so much. And Donna says it's done, and I tend to agree. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this so I can show you the pieces that we're going to draw for. Get rid of this. Let me find a space real quick. And I'm going to wipe off my wine glass. Oh my God. You can't see this, but my outside of my wine glass is trippy. All right. Let me just move this. I can actually move the whole tray, and that would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Very good, Lori. Okay. Move a couple things here. Then I'll just take this whole tray and find a spot. And I believe I have just the spot. All right. Perfect. Hang in there, guys. I'll be right there. I'm going to move this whole tray so I don't have to, you know what, one more of these won't hurt. Not a lot of cells, but some to make it interesting. All right. I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it. Yes, that worked out perfectly. Yay! Take my gloves off. So anybody, I'm going to show you the paintings, and if you want to be in the drawing, just type "put me in." That way Angie can take note of everybody that wants to be in the drawing. Yes, Julie, I want to come see your new living room set. Yay! Yay! Hi, Shredda. Good to see you, honey. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, this is the first one. And this is very, very shimmery. Let me adjust this. All right. Hello. This is the first one. And it's very shimmery with gold and silver. It's pretty clean on the back. Just a few little clips, which I can take care of. I like it to be neat. So that's that one. Okay. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to put me in. That way, Angie will know that you are interested in being in the drawing. Okay? Again, and you can put it either way, any way you want, even this way. I pay for shipping, and they're all set to ship, so there won't be a big time lag like there was the last time when I wasn't feeling well and didn't get things ready. But this one's all ready to go. Very sparkly, and it has several layers of varnish. Okay, I'm going to give you a few more minutes, a few more seconds. Yeah, it does look a little bit 3D. And it's kind of fall, kind of Christmas, you know. The other one's real sparkly. I think we'll do them separate because not everybody might be interested in this one. And so I want to just make sure, you know, it doesn't get all mixed up. Put me in, please. Okay, Jeff B. Okay, it's time for a sip. Cheers, everybody. Now, I will say that I will, I'm not sure if it will be the Sunday before Thanksgiving or the Sunday just following Thanksgiving, but I'm going to do a drawing for Thanksgiving to thank you all for your support and my 1 year and all that good stuff. These are just the monthly ones. And it's a really heavy, deep gallery wrapped canvas that I did a swipe on. And it's got some bright colors, some gold and purple and green. And so anyway, I want to save that for Thanksgiving to thank you all. But for right now, we will do these. Well, Tam, you know, I know you live in Australia. You know, we can talk about shipping. It's not that big of a piece. I think it's a 10 by 10, I believe. It's not that heavy. So if you do get it, then we can talk about the shipping if you want, okay? And that goes for anybody outside the U.S. So let's just play it by ear, and see what happens. Okay, I'd love to have you have it if you win, and we'll just, you know, we'll work it out. All right? Maybe we'll split the shipping or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just feel generous. Okay, is everybody ready? Are we set? Angie, how you doing? Are you ready? Have you got everybody down? I'm just waiting on Angie to let me know. Oh, Cody wants to go in. Okay. That's good. If I knew how to do those wheel things or the things that change on the screen, you know, and pick them, we would do it that way. But Angie puts the names in a hat and draws one out. You gotta be trusting, because it is random, trust me. Ooh, okay, I got a little. Okay, almost ready. Got everyone. Okay, give me the sign there, Angie. Just let me know. So I hope everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving and everybody is well. I know that stupid COVID is still going around, and it's not a fun one. I mean, none of them are, but this one seems to hit fast and hard. You know, 1 minute you're talking to someone, the next minute you're like, oh my God, a truck just hit me. Oh, we've got a winner. A winner chicken dinner, and the winner is Shelly Anderson. Congratulations, Shelly. Excellent. Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. Angie, let them know how they can contact you. And yeah. Wait, what? She says yes, Shelly. So let Angie know, or you can send me your information at LJ Finzer, FINZ as in zebra, ER, that's finger with a Z, at gmail.com. Okay? And that's probably the easiest, then I'll get that. Your address, your phone number, you know, which child you want to donate. No, I'm kidding. So I'm very happy for you, Shelly. Very good. Okay, hi Phoenix Flow. Okay, the next one is really shiny. I got a little carried away with this one. It almost looks Christmassy. It's got lots and lots of sparkle. It's got about 4 layers of varnish. And I say varnish because I don't work with resin that much. As a matter of fact, Joella, I'll tell you a secret. Your piece is the first one I ever resined. And I use Mixed Media Girl resin, and I love it. Excuse me. If you all think you're struggling with resin, check out her site, get her resin. It is, I would say, for me, just about foolproof. I mean, there were no bubbles. It went on beautifully, and well, Joella, you can attest to it. I think it came out pretty well. And which child? Yeah, Joella. But if you think you're afraid of resin, which I totally am, was, kind of still is, but not as much because her resin makes it so easy. So please go and check it out if you are concerned. And I'm just going to show you one thing. You don't have to buy a gallon of the hardener and the other. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. And you can get this size, okay, or you can get even smaller if you want to try it on a couple pieces, okay. But I highly recommend it. And of course, I love her paints. They are ready pour, and next week we will use her paints. And the colors are amazing. She's always coming up with new colors. So shout out to Marcy, Mixed Media Girl. And this resin is a dream. Take it from someone who was, for a whole year and a half, scared to death of resin. And Joella, like I said, you can attest to how it came out. I think it was pretty good for my first try. At any rate, okay, here we go. All right, this is the next one. Talk about getting my sparkle on. What do you think? And I love color, so it definitely has lots of color and shimmer and sparkle, no matter how you look at it. All right, so that's the piece right there. So, put me in a Gallagher. Oh, you're right, Shredda. And he recently passed away. I loved when he would use a mallet on those watermelons. But yeah, it's it's just one of those things. I just started adding colors, and then I, when the varnish was wet, I added the sparkles. Sorry about that. R.I.P. Gallagher, you're absolutely right. He was a trip and a half. Who doesn't like to see smashing of fruits and vegetables and watching them go everywhere? And the audience in the front would wear raincoats and slickers, and because they'd get totally covered. And for those of you, the younger set who isn't familiar with Gallagher, see if you can find him on YouTube, because he was so entertaining. I loved it. And I've done a few smashes. I haven't done any smashes with paint, but I'm thinking about it. All right. Oh, he lived in Palm Springs, Linda. Now that's a place that I have always wanted to visit. And maybe I will one of these days. And we can just have a blast doing whatever. Friend always got front row seats. Oh my gosh, Linda. Did he get like totally covered with everything? I can't even imagine. Okay, don't forget, type "put me in" so Angie can, you know, make sure that she's got you in the pot. I will show you the piece that I'm going to give away for Thanksgiving if you'd like, just so you kind of have an idea. It was one of the first swipes I ever did, which was not my strong suit, but I did it. Learning a lot, and that's what it's all about, right? A lot of plastic in his car, I would hope so. Splash zone. Yeah, I think if any of you saw the ninja swipe that, or the ninja pour that Julie E. and I did a couple Sundays ago, oh my God, that was so fun. And those were 30 by 40 canvases, each of them. And finding a place for them to dry, luckily we didn't have rain and a lot of humidity, so I could dry them out on our porch. But when they were dry, they came into the dining room table, took up the whole table. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang them on one wall. I can't do them next to each other because the wall is not wide enough. I'm going to do it up and down. But I told Julie when she gets into her new place in December that she can have them on her wall. So we'll kind of share it. But it was fun. And so I'll give you a little tour, maybe the next pour, of how it looks on the wall. So yeah, that was fun. Okay, everyone put their name in. You ready? I don't want to go too much over, because I know some of you have lives to live. She's going to draw it in a minute. Okay, make sure you got that in there. And some of the pieces these are small pieces, but I will be giving away larger pieces. And some that can be made into clocks, like I did for Joella. So I'm kind of mixing up the bag a little bit. One life to live. All right. How you doing, Mary? Okay, last call for put me in. Soap opera time. Good, Linda. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready, Angie? Oh, they're falling out of the hat. Oh, dear. Okay, you let me know when you're ready, or just pick one when you're ready. You're such a good moderator. I know you aren't feeling well today, and I really appreciate you doing this. I do. You know I do, darling. Clock has a place of honor in the living room. Yes, it does. And you sent me a wonderful picture, and I love to see that. And Paul Wright puts his in the background. Okay, we've got a winner. Connie. Connie is our winner. All right, congrats, Connie. You get the sparkle one. All right. Oh, I'm so happy. Remember, send me your info at LJ Finzer. F is in Frank, N is in Nancy, Z is in Zebra, ER at gmail.com. That's finger with a Z. Okay, and then I will get these out. All right, let me quickly show you the piece that's going to be used for the drawing for Thanksgiving. Now, like I said, this is heavy. It's a deep gallery wrap, as you can see on the back, and I put a stamp. I put a stamp on everything. It says Art by Sparkle, blah, blah, blah. And this is just tape, which will come off, so it'll be nice and clean. All right, here we go. And it's very shiny. Okay, so this is called a swipe, and I used many colors. The middle is gold, and I didn't measure it. Oh, maybe 10 by 20, I think. I think it's a 10 by 20. And I'll be able to send it priority in a box that if it fits, it ships. That's how I send everything. And if you've ever seen any unboxing of the things that I have done, you'll know I pack them very well. So there's not any chance of them getting injured. I mean, the Postal Service sucks in terms of, you know, whatever. But I'll just give you a little. It's got several layers of varnish. I know it's kind of an odd combination, but it is what it is. Lots of different colors. And then the sides are black. And those will be cleaned up a little bit. I'm going to just make sure it's all black going all the way around. A lot of these paintings were set aside in a separate area. So I'm just going through them and making sure that they're fit to ship, fit to give. All right, well, I think our time is up, and I can't thank you enough for being here. It was a delight, and I hope you all had a good time. Oh, thanks, Joella. Yeah, with every piece I send, I do an alcohol ink, just a 5x7, an alcohol ink piece that I put in a sleeve, an acrylic sleeve that has magnets on the back. So you can put them on your refrigerator or whatever. So that is my thank you note. And I include that with the paintings that I send out that have been won. Well, thank you so much, Retta, for being here. Thank you, everyone. And I hope to see you next Sunday. And in the meantime, keep your sparkle on and give it to someone you love. Have a great day. Have a great week. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.